Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Batty Bree's Diary, episode 2. Today, we'll be talking about boundaries, setting them with our family. I'm not gonna lie, setting boundaries is not easy because one thing I've had to learn while setting boundaries is that you can set a boundary, but the person can choose not to respect it. And going about dealing with someone not respecting your boundaries is so hard. I legit had fallen out with like a few family members over my boundaries in the last like 3-4 years due to me having a boundary and being like, this is my boundary, respect it, understand it, and them being like, whatever. I changed your diaper. I was there when you were born. I held you when you was a little baby. You spit up on me when you were a couple months old. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of times the family that we have, they see you as a little baby, your mama was pregnant with you and they're like, I remember when you kicked when I touched your mom's belly, and now you're talking and you're giving me all this neck roll, and sometimes it's not that. Sometimes it's just they still see you as that little kid. Like I have an aunt who will say, I know you're 26, I know you're about to be 27, but you'll always be my baby, right? And like she says that with love, and I know that, and I love her for that. But like she's also respected my boundaries. She's also let me become an adult with her, right? So sometimes she'll be like, I have to remind myself that you're 26. And I'm like, yes, ma'am, I am 26. you know? But like she still respects the boundaries. If I say I don't like this, she says, yes, ma'am, I got you. I got you. Now, as your auntie, like she accepts my boundaries, but she also lets me know, like, listen, I'm human, which I respect because I'm like, I'm human too. I'm not always going to remember these things. But lately, because I've been around my family a little more, I used to live in Georgia. Now I'm back in the West Coast and I'm spending more time around my family. So I'm starting to have to be like, that's a boundary. Brittany don't like that. You know what I mean? So like I've kind of become like very like respect my boundary. Please don't push me. Don't try to make excuses and stuff like that. And so after a while, I started cutting people off or removing myself or distancing myself, and I want to share some things that I like wrote down. So the first one, right? Our first step is explain your boundaries, right? An example I wrote down is I don't want you to touch my hair. Now, when I was in ninth grade, I went natural. And when I went natural, everybody was like, oh, girl, your hair's so thick. Ooh, oh my God, the curls. I'd be like, I washed my hair. I blow dried it. I twisted, braided, bantu knotted, sat there with oil dripping down my hands covered in like cream and gel and all this stuff. Sat there, wrapped my head, didn't go outside for however many hours, stayed in the house, went to sleep in a very specific way so I don't crush my bantu knots or mess up my twist, pin the braids down so they would stay while I slept. I woke up extra early so I'd have time and didn't have to snatch my braids out or snatch the twist out, and sat there very delicately untwisting, unbraiding, unbantu knotting my hair. Then I sat there and I gelled down my sides, took a few bobby pins, turned a little left, turned a little right, and did all this for my hair. It comes out just how I wanted it, or sometimes it doesn't, but you're like, you know what? I'm a finesse it, and you're like, ooh, yes, my hair looks cute. Yes, I'm feeling myself. And then here comes your aunt who can't keep her hand out your hair, and you giving her a hug like, hey, auntie, I miss you. Like chill, slow your roll. slow your roll, auntie, And so when I went natural, I had to keep being like, please don't touch my hair. Please don't touch my hair. I don't like when you touch my hair. I didn't see you wash your hands and you just sticking your hands in your hair. You was eating when I walked in. And then you just stuck your greasy chicken finger hands into my head. Like, that's disgusting. I already got oil in my hair. I don't need grease from chicken, And they would be like, oh, girl, I was natural when I was your age. Back in our day, our natural, like just making excuses. And it's like, no, don't touch my hair. Like, it's my hair. I have a right to it. And I'm gonna be a little like, in the Black community, we have a tendency to feel like children don't have a right to speak up, right? So growing up, I never liked being hugged. And I was never allowed to say, I don't like being hugged. Don't hug me. Now, my friends knew. I had friends who would be like, can I give you a hug? I'm like, yeah, I feel like giving you a hug today. But my family, they would just hug me, grab me. If I didn't want a hug, they would get mad. My mom would be like, go give her a hug. Go give your aunt a hug. Go give your grandpa a hug. Go. And I'd be like, I don't want a hug. So, like, there's a lot in the Black community where ignoring your children's boundaries is accepted. And so your aunt seeing your mom telling you to give this person a hug, and they're like, yeah, give me a hug. Give me a hug. And it's just like, respect my boundary. You know what I mean? And like, when I became an adult and started telling people, I don't actually like being hugged. They're like, I used to hug you as a kid. I didn't have a choice. I legit did not have a choice. I didn't want you to hug me. I want you to understand, I didn't want the hug. I was forced to hug you. It was not a happy hug. This was not a, both of us wanted this hug. I did not want that hug. And as a child growing up in the Black community, I was not allowed to voice my boundaries. So then when you become an adult and you're like, aunt, don't touch my hair, or aunt, don't talk to me that way. Don't call me this nickname that I told you I didn't like as a child. And you continuously told me, and now I'm an adult paying my bills, driving my own car. You're going to keep calling me something that I've said I don't like, So sometimes, when you're a child, you can't explain that. You can't speak up for yourself. But once you become an adult, like, you can sit your aunt down and say, listen, aunt, I don't like people touching my hair. I put so much work into my hair. So much work. Okay? It don't take me 5 minutes to wash my hair. Okay? Shampooing takes 15 minutes. Conditioning takes 20. Okay? And that's if I don't deep condition or do a mask. Then I blow dry. If I blow dry my hair, that's 45 minutes. If I don't blow dry my hair, now I got to detangle. And because I didn't blow dry my hair, it's an extra long time to detangle. That's an hour. We already at like 2.5, 3 hours. And I haven't even styled, twisted, braided, put any product, like any other products in my hair. I put in some heat protectant when I blow dried my hair. I use shampoo and conditioner when I washed and conditioned. But we haven't even got to the cream, the gel, the oil. We haven't got to none of that. The leave-in conditioner, we haven't got to none of that. The detangling spray. And you're touching my hair like I didn't just put $75 worth of products in my hair. And you running your fingers through my hair. So, and you can do it nicely. Right now, I might not sound like I'm saying it nicely. I promise you, if I was setting a boundary, I am like, listen, I love you. I really don't like that you're touching my hair. For me, personally, I just don't like it. I don't like when people put their hands in my hair. I don't know if you washed your hands, you put sanitizer on. And then if you put sanitizer on, I don't want that in my hair. That's alcohol that's going to dry my hair out. I don't want that. I just think that, when I give you a hug, you shouldn't immediately grab my hair. Like, there are so many racial implications to that Black people didn't have a right to protect their hair or tell white people or people who are non-Black, don't touch my hair. And then I'm an adult telling you I don't like something and you're ignoring me. You're ignoring me. And when you tell me not to do something, or you ask me to do something, or not to say this or not to, I immediately start doing that. But when I ask you, you can't do that. You ask me not to cuss around you, I stop cussing. I choose my words very kindly and very wisely around you. So all I'm asking for is for you to stop touching my hair, and I won't cuss around you. You start touching my hair, fuck this shit. Like, I just want you to know, like, I'm choosing not to use certain words because you asked me, and that's your boundary, and I respected that. So here's my boundary. Please don't touch my hair, right? And then let's say that's the first, that's, you say that on Monday. Your aunt says, okay, all right, Brittany, I understand. I won't touch your hair. I'm so sorry. Love you, girl. I'm sorry if I offended you. Blah, blah, blah. We good. We good. Dap it up or give each other hugs, whatever you want. And you go a couple days, couple weeks without saying aunt. Then let's say the next month you run into aunt. Hey, aunt, hey, give me a hug. I love you. Oh my goodness. Oh, you look so cute. Yeah. Auntie, I asked you the last time I saw you, please don't touch my hair. Don't touch my hair. Oh, girl, I forgot. Okay, I'm reminding you kindly, please don't touch my hair. I understand that it's something I just told you about, but please don't touch my hair. Please be mindful. Step 2, remind them kindly but firmly. Okay? Auntie, please don't touch my hair. I I told you, and I get that it takes time to change, it takes 30 days to form a habit. I think it's 30 days, might be 60. Well, I might have to Google that. But, it takes a little time to change. So I'm giving you some grace, but I'm also reminding you, please don't touch my hair. I really don't like that. It offends me. Okay, my shampoo and conditioner together is $50. I'm not paying $50 for my shampoo and conditioner, but you could say that just so they know you're serious. Like, this is Beyonce hair products, or this is Riri's hair products, and those ain't cheap. Look them up, auntie. Look them up, because if you ain't gonna buy me a whole new set, don't touch my hair. Make it a little cute little joke. All right, auntie, the next time you touch my hair, you owe me some Riri shampoo and conditioner. Okay, I'm gonna send you the link. Don't worry, auntie. I'll send you the link. You gonna see. I'll send you the link, auntie, just so you know. So you know what I'm spending on my hair products, and so you know what will happen next time. Okay. Love you. Oh my God. I love you. Yes. Yes. Okay, auntie. I see you in them boots. I see you in them boots. Like, be firm. Don't be disrespectful. Don't be auntie. But like, auntie, I really don't want you to touch my hair. Okay? Just calm, cool, collected. Now, right? The third one, remove yourself and explain why. So let's say first time you tell auntie and you have a conversation. She says, I understand niece. I understand nephew. I won't touch your hair. The second time, a couple weeks later, maybe the next time you run into your aunt, she doesn't touch your hair. But maybe 2, 3 visits later, she touches your hair. And you're like, it's been a couple months. She hasn't touched my hair. Let me just kindly remind her. So you kindly remind her, hey, auntie, I don't know if you remember in January, I told you not to touch my hair. It's now June. So you've been doing it for a couple months. Maybe you forgot. Maybe it slipped your mind. I don't know. But I would like to remind you that I don't like when people touch my hair. And she says, cool, I understand. I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. You guys, hug it out, finish whatever you're doing, dap up, however y'all go about it. Right? And let's say this happened 2023, now it's 2024, and you see your auntie again. It's Christmas, everybody all all kumbaya, and oh my God, it's so good to see you, Merry Christmas, blah blah blah, da 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 da. And here come auntie, and she give you a hug and just touching your hair, just running her finger through your tresses, messing up your tresemme. You know what I mean? Like, just pulling on the curls, touching your hair, just running her fingers through. sucking her teeth because she just ate her some rice pudding or some banana pudding or whatever. I don't know what y'all have at things or Christmas. At Christmas, I don't know. I don't think we be doing regular. We don't be doing like special food. It just depending. But sorry. Um so you see her, she touches your hair, and you're like, okay, you were doing good. I told you in the beginning, you respected my boundary, you were cool. For a couple months you didn't touch my hair. Then you touched my hair, I reminded you. And I I let you know it wasn't okay. You said okay. And then we get to now, and it's been at least a year. At least by a year, if they're still disrespecting your boundaries, it's choice. They chose to. It's choosing it. It's choosing it. Like there's no way to go about that, because after a while you get used to people's boundaries, right? Like, example, I have a cousin. He had a nickname when he was born that his dad gave to him. For a long time, we called him that. And then he said, don't. We stopped. Now, there was a few times where I slipped up, like, oh my God. And he'd be like, I don't like that nickname. And I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I've been calling you that for 16 years. Give me a sec, Or I'd start to say it, be like, oh, wait, sorry. Forgot you don't like that nickname. What can I call you? You know what I mean? Like there's ways to go about it. So by the time by like Chris, let's keep going with the scenario. It's Christmas. You're like, all right, aunt, it's been a whole year. January is in a couple weeks. I done already explained. We done chopped it up a few times. I've kept reminding you of this boundary. And it's up to you how many times you want to remind them. But after that, you go to step 3. All right, aunt, you've touched my hair too many times after I set this boundary. And honestly, I can't keep doing it. I've asked, I've been patient, I've given you time to change your mindset, change your habit of touching my hair. And now going forward, when you come over, I'll wave. I'll say, what's up, aunt? Hey, what's up? How you doing? But you're not going to hug me because you keep touching my hair when you hug me. If you try to touch my hair, I'm hit one of these. Okay? The Matrix on you. Okay? Because I'm not about to be disrespected when I've already given you multiple chances. And if your aunt starts being like, go do that. Listen, auntie, I explained myself. I gave you chance after chance. You've touched my hair now in 1 year 5 times. 5 times you touched my hair. And each time I reminded you, please don't touch my hair. And I didn't cuss you out. I didn't disrespect you. I wasn't rude. I nicely said, auntie, please don't touch my hair. Please, I don't like it. And you have continuously ignored what I've asked you, ignored how I explained what it makes me feel inside. And now I'm at the point where I don't even want to be like touched by you because you clearly don't respect me. And that's what it boils down to, respect. Because when you respect someone and they ask you not to do something, you don't do it. There's so many times where I thought I was doing something that I thought was okay. And then someone says, I don't like that. I say, okay, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that to you. I am so sorry. And that's all it is. And then you stop. You stop. Right? I've had friends who went from she, her to they, them. And I didn't go, oh, well, you're a she to me. I immediately went, you say your pronouns are they, them? Okay. Give me a sec, but I got you. They, them. Hey, babe, what's up, them? I've had my siblings say, oh, I don't like when you do this or that, or, when you talk to me, this or that. I say, okay, I am so sorry. Thank you for bringing it up to me. And I'm going to do better. Check me if I step out of bounds, but I'm going to try my best to remember and do that, right? I have family members with little kids. Whenever I'm with their little kids and I take pictures or videos, because little kids nowadays, they want to be on your phone. They love, girl, let me see your Snapchat. Can I be on your Snapchat? Baby, you got games. Baby. That's how my little cousins be, right? And they love when I take pictures of them. Love it. I handle my Snapchat and I'll have just pictures and pictures and pictures and videos and videos and videos, right? And sometimes some videos or pictures are so cute. And I'll be like, hey uncle, hi auntie, hey cousin, hey so and so. This picture is so cute. Do you mind if I post on my Instagram? I'm not gonna post it if you say no. If you say yes, okay, cool. If you say no, won't do it. If you ever see me post a kid on my social media, I have permission. I do not post without permission because I'm not a mom. I don't have a kid. I have a puppy. I have a dog. Okay? I'm a dog mom. But, it's not the same. And I don't get mad at me. I know it's not the same. I know it's not the same. Y'all don't have to come at me, okay? I know it's not the same. So I'm not going to say it's the same. I'm not going to be like, but I'm still a mom. No, I know it's not the same. But when I am around other people's kids, I respect it. I have a family member who told me they don't want their kids to have nicknames. I have not gave the kid a nickname. And I love giving people nicknames. I love it. That person has a nickname for me that only I call them. But I did not give their child, a nickname. Why? Because they told me they don't want their child to have a nickname. If a family member says, when you're with my child, can you please not do XYZ? I don't do XYZ because that is respecting someone's boundaries, especially when someone else's kids. People don't play, okay? People don't play about kids, right? I know it because my mama did not play about me. May she rest in peace. My mama did not play about me. And anytime somebody made me lose it a little bit or push me out of my element, I said, oh, bet. Let me go get my mama. And they was terrified because my mama went there for her children. My mama said, hell is where I'll go if you fuck with my children. And that's how I believe parents should be like that. But that's the thing. I'm not going to push nobody to do that, right? Because I respect them. Family, friends, cousins, people I just meet. I give them the same respect I expect, right? And so this one, y'all might not like a lot, but I have this boundary with my family. I don't like when people talk about me when I'm not in the conversation. To me, it's gossiping. To me, you're talking shit, right? And honestly, it's mostly to do with my dad because what my dad would do is I'll say something to him or I'll text him something and he'll call my grandma and be like, Brittany said XYZ, but it won't be what I said. He'll take parts of what I said and twist it where it's like I'm coming at him or I'm jabbing him. And then my grandma calls me and she's like, Brittany, why'd you say this to your dad? And I'm sitting there like, do I need to send you a screenshot of the text? Do I need to, like, excuse me? Like, why are you talking to this man? Why? You know what I mean? So then I'm pissed. And now I'm like at my grandma, like, why are you talking to him? Why are you listening to him? You know who I am. You know how I, like, getting mad because I'm like, you already know. And it's like, it's not a boundary that I kept to myself. It's something I've been saying, I've been trying to instate. And after a while, my grandma was like, well, you can't control what other people do. So I said, okay, bet. And this year, my options are, I'm not going to tell you things because if I tell you something and you run and tell everybody else, then you cross my line. So this year, I just got a job. I'm not telling my dad what kind of job I got. And every time I told somebody who got a job and what job I got, I said, don't tell my dad. That's none of his information. That's not his business. And he said, I respect that. If I find out my dad knows, I know who it is because I've only told so many people. And I've made it very clear I don't want him to know. Why? Because my dad will run his mouth to every and anybody. I don't need everybody knowing my business. For what? Especially if it's not me supposed to be telling them. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, sorry, I was like, I wanna come rah rah. But sometimes you have to be like, okay, my boundary, is it something obtainable, right? Now, like I said, I don't like when people talk about me when I'm not in a conversation. I can't control what people say. So, like I said, I'm not going to tell everybody everything. This year, I'm moving more in the shadows. I'm being more silent. I'm being more to myself, and not in a like antisocial way, but more like I'm keeping my good news close to my chest. Right? Good news. You'll find out about good news after it happens, because too many times something good happened for me, and I was excited to tell somebody, and I told somebody, and I was like, like let's say I sold out my products for my business, right? And I tell my grandpa or I tell my grandma, and I'm like, I sold everything. Yeah, da, 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 da. And they're like, oh my God, congratulations. And I'm like, thank you. And then an hour later, I get a call from my sister talking about, you sold everything out. And I'm like, I was waiting till you got off work so I could call you and tell you. I texted you, let me know when you're free so I can call you. And and then your sister's like, oh, well, grandma, why the fuck is grandma telling you what I achieved? Why are my achievements being told by other people? You know what I mean? So like for me, it frustrates me because a lot of times they took away my achievements. Now it's my grandma's claiming my achievements. You didn't achieve that. You didn't sell nothing. Why are you claiming my achievements? Right? Or like I said with my dad, why are you taking what I say, twisting it where I'm the bad person, and then calling my sister? And me and my sister have an agreement that we don't talk about you. Now my sister is calling me because my dad doesn't have an inside voice. So he's downstairs yelling, this is what Brittany said. This is what Brittany said. And I'm sitting upstairs in my room like, I can hear you. I can hear you lying. I have the proof. I'm not delusional. I have the proof. I know what I said. I can say it again. And I will. And then I have to have my sister and me have this conversation where I'm like, that's not what happened. And he's lying. I don't understand why you're listening to him. Why are you talking about me? Why aren't you? I told you to just hang up when he started talking about me. Well, Dad, no, that's a boundary. So like I said, I'm moving in the shadows. If he starts being like, you don't talk to me, I wonder why. Right? I'm removing myself. I'm falling back because I can't keep having where I'm telling someone something. You hurt my feelings because you said this or you did this. And instead of the person saying, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry I did this. I'm sorry I crossed the boundary that you have told me about. They want to run and tell other people, but they want to twist the narrative and make me the villain. And so personally, I decided to remove myself, right? And now I don't have problems. No one's calling me talking about your dad said this or your da 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 or what did you do to your dad? You know what I mean? Like nobody's doing that. And that's how I'm moving 2025, right? And I think more people need to do that. There are so many times you can tell somebody, don't do this or I don't like that, before you have to show them that I'm not standing for it. There's too many times where I've allowed somebody to continuously walk over me, and he just keeps saying, I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it. And then me being upset because I'm saying, I clearly don't like X, Y, Z. And they keep doing it. But I'm the one getting mad because they don't care that they're walking all over you. They don't care that they're hurting you. They don't care that you don't like it. They don't. So you're the one thing. This is F. You're the one doing all that. You're the one F bombing and kicking your shoes around and flopping in the bed and crying and going on Twitter and ranting and calling your friend and being like, this mother, doing all of that. You're the one who has to deal with that because they're stepping on your boundaries. So that's why you remove yourself, right? Because once you remove yourself, they can no longer step on your boundaries. When they realize that you're serious, they're going to try. They're going to be like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I won't do. Nah, that's okay. That's cool. Do it to someone else. Do it to someone else. Do it to someone else. But I'm not Boo Boo the Fool. I was not born last night, okay? Like I said, I'm 26. I will be 27 in April. You know? And like I said, sometimes I have to remind people, all right, my mama's name was Patron. Okay? I will hit you with a shot of tequila real quick. Don't play with me. I'm not that person, but don't play with me. Push me to it and I will pull out my mama. Okay? I ain't from Compton, but my mama was. I'm so quick to let people know. I was raised by a mother who was from Compton. She taught me things that only you could learn from her. My mama made sure I was not stupid. My mama made sure I had a backbone. And I stand up for myself. And sometimes putting boundaries up can cause some problems. I'm not going to lie to you. I've recently felt like because I refuse to let people walk over my boundaries, I'm starting to notice, and my family may disagree with me. Hi, family. They may disagree with me, but I'm starting to notice that they're doing that. That's just Brittany. You know how Brittany is. Brittany this. Well, you shouldn't have did that to Brittany. And honestly, I take pride in it. I take so much pride in it. Damn right I am. Damn fucking right. Sorry for all the cussing. I'm sorry. But, I'm not healed yet, okay? I'm still in therapy. So I ain't fully healed. I'm a work in progress, and the progress is working. Okay? Hallelujah. Anyway, I like I said, I take pride in that because one thing I'm not going to do is let myself down. I'm not going to disrespect myself. I know what I deserve. I know what I want. I know what I'm going to get, achieve, and what I believe I should tolerate. And I'm not going to stop tolerating the best of the best. I'm going to say it. I'm a hard nut to crack. I don't care. I'm not going to be easy for everybody to like. My whole childhood, my mom told me everybody's not going to like me. And you know what? If you don't like me, that's cool. That is A-okay with Brittany. I'm cool with that. I have no problem. My problem is when you think you need to make it my business that you don't like me. If you don't like me don't like me from the sidelines. Okay? Get off my court. Why are you in my court? Get out my Ferrari. I don't got a Ferrari. I don't. It was just something that came in my head. Okay? Please don't be like, well, let me see your Ferrari. I don't. I got a Jeep. Okay? Get out my Jeep. I'm sorry. I don't know why that. But I don't care if you don't like me because there's people I don't like. You're not gonna like everybody, and everybody's not gonna like me. But I'm still gonna be Brittany forever and always. I will always be me. I will grow. There's things that when I was like 12 or 17 or 20 that I was like, oh no, I'll never stop doing. And I don't do them no more. But that's called growth. And I chose to do those things. I chose to stop doing those things. And that was my choice. And I'm going to live for me. And I'm going to cut out who doesn't work for me. And I'm going to keep going. Right? And I'm going to leave you with something my mom always said. Some people are a reason or a season. Right? Sometimes they bring something to your attention. You meet somebody and their reason you met them was to lead you to your future husband or your future wife. You met this person and they were a reason, and that was because they were supposed to teach you how to grow or how to learn how to communicate. Season, right? People who are in your life during just the summer. You know, the people that when you in your club era, woo, throw it back, girl. Woo, get it, boy, hitting that you in your little what is it? I forgot the song, but you in your little club era, right? When you first 21, you hitting the clubs every weekend of the summer, right? And you got your little clique for the summer, and then it's springtime or wintertime, school start back up, and you don't see these people, you don't hear from them. Season or a reason. They was there for the season. They was there for your hot girl season. But while you in your book season, they ain't nowhere to be found because they still in their hot girl season. Okay, shimmying and shaking. One margarita, I'm sorry, I'm cracking myself up. But you get what I'm saying? Like, everybody has a purpose in your life, right? And letting go of people isn't easy, right? And I think next podcast we'll either talk about loss or what else? Okay, so next week we can talk about loss. We can talk about learning yourself, trusting your gut. What else? Being respected as an adult from your family, and that kind of can lead into what I'm talking about with boundaries, you know. But I think those are what I'm going to leave you guys with. Yeah. Okay. Drop down in the comment what you want. If you guys don't leave any comments, that's cool. I thank you for whatever you leave, a like, a comment, a share, a repost, or whatever. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for sitting with me. This episode is going to be a lot longer. What else? So I will say, right, and if y'all are done with the podcast, y'all can click off now. Bye. It was nice seeing y'all. Can't wait to see y'all next week. All right. For the people who left, bye-bye. For the people who stayed, I want to say that I did start this podcast a couple years ago. And when I did it on an app. So there are a few episodes on the app. And I don't really want to delete the episodes because some of the episodes are really good. And some are, but I still think they are very educational. And even there's an episode where me and my brother talked about our mom and her passing on the anniversary of her passing, and I don't want to get rid of that. But I don't know how to take the videos and turn them into just the voice so you can see it, because right now you can watch those, you can hear the other podcasts, the other episodes on Spotify. And I want to get this episode and the first episode on there, but I'm still learning how to take the video and turn it into what's the word? I should have looked it up before I said it, but to turn it into a audio. There we go. Turn it into just an audio so that you can hear it on Spotify. Once I figure out how to do that, whatever video I figure out, I'll let you guys know. But just so you know, there are other episodes, right? And when I do figure out how to do it, I'll make sure to put in the title, this is the 2025 first episode or something. I'll finesse the title and let y'all know in whatever video that I figure it out in. I'm still learning. I'm not very good with technology. But once again, I thank you guys for listening, staying, liking, commenting, sharing. And if there's anything you guys want me to talk about, we can. There's a lot of things I want to do with this podcast. I have some friends who I think would be good on this podcast. I have some other ideas. I have a whole list of topics. That's why I gave you guys a few, because I didn't want to give you guys the whole list. I wanted to give you like 3 or 4 topics that you guys can choose from. And then hopefully this will be like our little family. Once again, I want y'all to feel like this is your diary. You can come here and talk with me. And, like I said, if you drop a topic and maybe it's something I don't understand, but I can do a little research, or, maybe I'll message you back and be like, here's my email address. Explain to me what you're specifically talking about. We can do episodes where you write in and I give my advice or give my opinion, right? Because everything is an opinion until it's proven factual. Okay. But thank you guys. As the episodes go on, I'll get better. I'll get a little more comfortable. Right now, I'm a little tense, but I'll get looser. Not too loose, but I'll get looser so that like it feels natural and everything. I'm just building up my confidence again. But thank you guys for coming, sitting here, watching with me. Once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Batty Bree's Diary. Bye. Bye.